The latest entry in Jordan Peele's horror anthology, Nope, was a masterpiece. Say what you want about his films, but you can't argue that he brings to the table something no other has managed to bring in almost a decade: creativity. And that creativity isn't just reserved for the writing department, as Peele has helped introduce tech that can change the film industry as we know it. Here's everything we know so far, starting off with a game changer. From making YouTube skits to making blockbuster hits, Peele has done it all. A master of all trades, if you will, his third project, Nope, focuses on the adventures of a pair of horse farmers attempting to track down a UFO spotted in the air around the Agua Dulce desert. Most of the film takes place in the dead of night. However, Peele revealed that surprisingly, most of them weren't actually filmed at night. Instead, the lead cinematographer, Hoyte van Hoytema, filmed most of the shots during the day, using some technological innovation. During his Q&A sessions at the Toronto International Film Festival, Peele told fans that until now, he hadn't wanted to ruin the illusion for them, but he was going to do it that day. He revealed how the night shots had actually been filmed during the day, thanks to an idea that Hoytema had brought to the table. The duo made sure to avoid spoilers for the attendees who hadn't seen the film yet. Unacceptable, yes, we know, and discussed how they had brought the night scenes to life. Let's take a look at how they managed to do that. According to Hoytema, the two of them started discussing how to film the night scenes after they started scouting locations for the set in Agua Dulce. While they were visiting the desert, Hoytema was overwhelmed by how dark it was at night, not surrounded by artificial lighting for miles and all, and also by the beauty of the sky and the stars. He began to believe that it was going to be impossible to correctly capture all of it. Hoytema said that he was drawing up a blank on how to film the feeling of vastness and grandeur of the sky, which was a major part of the story. Both of them started thinking of ways to portray the feeling that they felt standing out there in the field. Hoytema explained that he started exploring the technology, trying to come up with a way to film everything exactly how you'd expect a human eye to. Ultimately, they came up with the idea to fix two cameras together, one which filmed using infrared light with a narrow bandwidth, and one that recorded everything with a 70mm film. They then overlaid both of the shots, using infrared shots to show how people's eyes would naturally respond to both darkness and light during the nighttime. The film camera was used to capture all of the color and grain information that they wanted for the shot, which resulted in all of the memorable cinematography that we see in the film. What's more, this tech can help many other directors in the industry. Peele described the tech in the best way possible, saying that it was really cool and that it was something he looked forward to working with in the future and continuing to improve along the way. There's no doubt that this is tech that many people in the film industry can benefit from. One of the biggest problems that modern-day directors face, other than a lack of funding or being partnered with Netflix, is that shooting scenes at night is a pain in the neck, and it's perfectly understandable why. How are you, as a director, supposed to shoot an authentic night scene when A, you can't see anything, or B, you have to resort to artificial lighting, which ruins the immersion of the shot? It's either that or film your actors in a dark room in front of a blue screen and digitally put in a sky behind them. After all, not everyone can afford a virtual set like Amazon did for The Mandalorian. Peele's new innovative tech will change the way directors film nighttime scenes, allowing them to avoid all of the aforementioned problems while also not having to empty their wallets. And the best thing about the low-cost fix is also that even low-budget studios will be able to use the tech. Indie studios are definitely punching the air right about now. On the other hand, it looks like the Nope verse is going to be expanding. So far, Peele has only made 3 feature films, which isn't nearly enough. We're sure you agree. However, he always manages to pack a dozen films worth of ideas into each of them. them, being inspired by acclaimed directors from Spielberg to Shyamalan, and taking ideas from popular sitcoms, 80s music, and 90s memorabilia. Peele manages to present a cinematic cocktail, mixing up decades of entertainment history into a single thought-provoking pop culture flick. And we've been more than happy to go along for the ride. In a video chat with the New York Times, Peele shed light on some fan theories and hinted at the possibility of one or more stories to come from the Nope universe. When asked about the mysterious character listed as Nobody on the film's IMDb page, who was seen in the trailers yet never appeared in the movie, Peele replied, saying that character's story was yet to be told. He was both surprised and glad people were paying so much attention to his work and talking about the mystery character, explaining that fans could expect some answers in the future, since he was far from done with telling the stories of these characters. We're just as excited as you are to see Peele work his magic once more, and knowing that it's going to be set in the same universe as the cloud-hiding aliens as Nope, the hype has never been greater. Meanwhile, in other related news, legendary video game director Hideo Kojima and Jordan Peele both had a podcast episode together. Two of the greatest creative minds of our generation, Jordan Peele and Hideo Kojima, got together over a video call to talk about Nope, the Metal Gear Solid franchise, and much more in a brand new episode of Kojima's Spotify podcast, Brain Structure. Kojima is considered to be one of the greatest game makers of all time, and for good reason, as he has created incredibly layered games driven by story and character. However, he still keeps in mind that he's making a game, and as such, doesn't compromise on the gameplay aspect, with the Metal Gear series being a testament to his prowess. On the other hand, Peele is one of the more recent creative geniuses to rise up in Hollywood, thanks to his feature flicks such as Get Out and Nope. His films are also very unique and layered with social commentary, much like Kojima's games. For a new episode of the podcast, the duo talked about their works, with Peele talking about how he had drawn inspiration from Metal Gear Solid 2 and talked about some of the themes and ideas behind his latest project, Nope. Next up, Weird Al and Jordan Peele celebrate the 70th anniversary of Mad Magazine. Mad Magazine, the American journal of adolescent satire, celebrates its 70th anniversary this year. After a prolonged hiatus, the magazine will make a comeback on October 4th for an anniversary edition of their iconic magazine, headlined by tributes from the likes of Jordan Peele and Weird Al Yankovic, as well as the usual gang of idiots who carry on the magazine's plethora of absurd traditions to this day. Yankovic will be making a tribute to Al Jaffe, who turned 101 this year, for the contribution of his signature fold-in puzzles that have been featured in the back pages of the magazine for the last 50 years. Meanwhile, Peele will be writing a tribute to his childhood memories of the magazine, a bond so strong that he even included a made-up cover of the magazine in Nope. Mad will also get back into its tradition of making parodies of current movies, bringing back Desmond Devlin and Tom Richmond to write The Bathroom, a comedic reinterpretation of Matt Reeves' The Batman. And lastly, Rick and Morty give Peele's Us an homage, with a much happier ending. Rick and Morty don't hold back any punches when it comes to referencing movies, TV shows, and the wider world of pop culture in general. Season 6 saw the series poking fun at the MCU, as well as Zack Snyder's Justice League. There was even an entire episode about Die Hard, where Summer unintentionally turns into an intergalactic John McClane. However, episode 4 got a lot more existential in its satire, giving an homage to Jordan Peele's Us. Although the episode ended on a much lighter note, unlike the socially relevant ending of Us, they were still able to send an important message. Don't rely on your unconscious self being controlled by an intergalactic machine to get stuff done. So relatable. That's a wrap for this video. Are you looking forward to seeing Peele's next work? What do you think the next entry in his horror anthology will be about? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.